That night, rain hammers the streets. A man pulls on gloves and a raincoat in the front seat of a parked car. He turns on the radio, his favorite song, and waits. When the target appears, he moves fast. One knife, one body. He folds the corpse into a suitcase and leaves it on the curb like a piece of garbage. A few seconds later, a shadow retrieves it. His name is Choi Hyung-wook, and this is just another Tuesday. Cut to the next morning. A cramped rental room. A young man named Yoon Jae-sung is burning everything. His ID, his photos, every trace that he ever existed. His acting career went nowhere. His debts crushed him. He is about to disappear for good. Then his landlord knocks. She wants the back rent. She gives him 3 days. The second she's gone, the broke actor goes back to his plan, but stops. He hasn't showered. He decides to clean up first. That shower saves his life. He just doesn't know it yet. At a public bathhouse, the hitman is scrubbing off last night. Jae-sung walks in and immediately clocks him. Expensive watch, expensive everything. Rich guy. He keeps walking. Then Jae-sung's soap shoots across the floor. Hyung-wook steps on it. His feet go out. His head hits the tile, hard. A locker key flies from his hand and skids across the floor, stopping at the broke actor's feet. People crowd around the unconscious man. An ambulance is called, and Jae-sung stands there with the key in his hand, staring at the rich guy stretched out on the floor. He makes the swap before the ambulance arrives. Inside the locker, designer clothes, a luxury watch, a wallet stuffed with cash, and a car key. 30 seconds later, an alarm chirps in the parking lot. The failed actor drives off in a car worth more than he'll ever earn as a background extra. He pays off everyone, his landlord, his debts, even the woman he once loved. Except when he finds her, she's engaged. The news hits him like a wall, and in that moment, staring at her, he realizes the stolen money means nothing. He goes to the hospital to return it. He's too late. The hitman is already awake, with no memory at all. He doesn't recognize Jae-sung, doesn't recognize anyone. He actually asks the broke actor to take the bag away, the very things he came to return. The paramedic who saved him is named Kang Rina. She lends him money for the medical bill, offers to drive him home. He finds a slip of paper in his clothes, a name, an address, a tiny rental room on the wrong side of the city. When he steps inside, the mess shocks him. Something is deeply off. This chaos doesn't feel like him. And then he sees the burned photos, the destroyed IDs, and understands whoever lived here was preparing to vanish. Meanwhile, the fake rich guy has moved into the hitman's luxury apartment, surrounded by expensive everything. And one very strange detail: every TV in the place is cycling through CCTV footage. The same woman, every day, doing yoga alone in her apartment. He finds the hidden room behind the wine rack. Inside, a collection of knives, multiple passports under different names, newspaper clippings. The woman's name is Song Eun-ju, a key witness in a major corporate corruption case. Her bosses want her dead, and according to everything in this room, Hyung-wook was assigned to find her. Jae-sung's first assumption: the hitman is a cop, a hero, someone protecting her. So naturally, the failed actor decides to pretend to be him. He starts knocking on doors, pretends to be a delivery worker, gets nowhere, but eventually he runs into Eun-ju in the hallway. And she doesn't know him, which means she doesn't know Hyung-wook either. He introduces himself as a neighbor. It's the easiest lie he's ever told. Back across town, the amnesiac assassin is working at Rina's family restaurant. His knife skills are extraordinary. The customers come back. The family starts to trust him. He's trying to rebuild a life from zero. And with every shift, fragments surface, knives, a fascination with how they move. He follows a lead to a background actor registry, gets on a bus, and ends up on a drama set where Jae-sung's name is listed as a stunt performer. The director screams at him for not knowing how to act. But when a fight scene is needed, his body does something his mind can't explain. He doesn't miss, he doesn't flinch, he doesn't perform, he just moves. After the shoot, he checks the actor records and finds Jae-sung's family address. It leads him to a small barber shop. The barber doesn't recognize him, but he talks about his son with quiet sadness. A failed actor who keeps chasing the same dream, no matter how poor and humiliated he gets. Never gives up, never quite makes it. The amnesiac listens without saying a word, and because he believes this man is his father, the mission changes. He is not just trying to remember who he was anymore. He is trying to become someone his father can finally be proud of. The director notices. Within days, the old pro goes from extra to speaking lines to co-lead. The fans call him magnetic. They ask for more screen time. The lead actor, Lee, arrogant and furious, gets demoted to villain. A man who can't remember his own name is accidentally becoming a star. If you're rooting for the killer who accidentally became someone's son, subscribe. Jae-sung, meanwhile, is getting closer to the witness. He watches her pack her bags every Thursday and wait on the same quiet street. No one ever comes. He eventually tells her, "Stop going. You're not safe." He promises to protect her. He holds her on the street that night, playing the role of a man he doesn't understand. What he doesn't know is that someone is photographing them. The photos land on the desk of Il-sung, Yoon-ju's corrupt boss. To him, this looks like betrayal. The assassin he hired is getting close to the target, so the boss sends his men to hire new killers and erase them both. Jae-sung gets the call. The fake rich guy goes to the meeting in disguise, takes the money, and walks out with the boss's payment in his hands, and finally understands the truth. Hyung-wook is not a cop. He is the assassin. Those files, that CCTV, those knives, he wasn't building a case. He was hunting her. That same night, it rains again. The old pro is filming his final scene. His character dies on screen, betrayed, exposed, executed. Lee, the demoted actor, hits him for real during the scene. Hyung-wook doesn't break. He takes it. The director calls it the best work he's seen all year. Rina is watching. She says something she probably didn't mean to say out loud. A few days later, on a mountain road, the radio clicks on, same song as always, and everything comes back at once. The rain, the parking lot, the knife, Yoon-ju's address memorized before he ever stepped into that bathhouse. Hyung-wook drives home in silence. The old pro is back. The apartment is a mess. Someone has been living here. He pulls up the GPS logs and figures out the rest in under 10 minutes. He finds Jae-sung and the witness in a new apartment, and instead of finishing the job, Hyung-wook explodes at Eunju. Not because she's the target, because she broke protocol. Every Thursday, she was supposed to wait for his signal. He was her contact. When he disappeared, she was completely exposed. It was an assassination contract, but Hyung-wook was never going to finish it that way. The merciful Hitman doesn't eliminate witnesses, he makes them vanish. New identities, staged deaths, clean disappearances. That was always the plan for Eunju, the witness. And Eunju was not just waiting around. Hyung-wook had already trained her for this. How to disappear, how to fake fear, even how to survive a staged death. But now, with their location burned, there's no time for the original plan. Hyung-wook runs the backup version and drags the thief into it. Before the plan, he says one thing directly to Jae-sung. There's a father out there who deserves to be proud of you. The staged death happens in an abandoned building. Il-sung is brought to watch. Jae-sung pretends to kill the witness. The flash drive is handed over. Everyone believes it. Then the merciful Hitman appears, playing the assassin sent to clean it all up, and a choreographed fight breaks out. It almost works perfectly. Then Rina runs in. She followed Hyung-wook. She has no idea any of this is staged. Her presence nearly unravels everything, until a massive container drops from above. Blood seeps out from beneath the wreckage, and the boss walks away satisfied. 3 people who don't exist anymore. Afterward, Hyung-wook tells Rina everything. His real age, 45, his real name, his real job. She looks at him for a long moment. It doesn't change anything. The drama wraps. Life settles. Rina's family keeps the old pro on as their chef. And the new crime series goes into production with Hyung-wook in the lead. He recommends Jae-sung as his co-star, the thief who burned his ID in a filthy room, who stole a locker key from a hitman, who accidentally became the most important person in a witness protection operation, finally gets his first real role. And somewhere in a small barbershop, his father will see it on TV.